life is on the line if we don't do it right.
It's not playing a game, it's doing your work.
My role entails to follow the guidelines for the Canadian Drinking Water Standard and ensure that we have good quality water for our community members in Pabineau First Nation. Every community, the water source is based on the quality of water they're using. No two waters are the same in each community, whether it's a municipal or a First Nation. The water will vary in chemistry.
So safe drinking water, you gotta make sure there's water that's being pumped inside our tank and it's being chlorine. Our water is safer than anywhere else. In the city, probably the same thing. Like everywhere they have chlorine in the water, there's no bacteria. Here we test it in the morning and we test it back at night before we go home. So every 12 hours, your water is being tested. You got a lot of responsibility. So if something happens that people get sick, well, the first thing they're gonna check is the water.
Boiled water advisories are not that complicated. I've dealt with it when we cleaned our water tower. It's just a matter of monitoring the water, making sure that it's safe before you take the water boil advisory off. You need 2 consecutive days of good results in your chlorine readings, and then you can take it off. We go door to door and we deliver letters. Yeah, and make sure everyone receives the letter to know that the water needs to be boiled. It's just a precaution because our water is very clean and safe, but it's just to be safe.
The wastewater part of our community, where I look after the two-cell lagoon that we have here and the UV building with the UV lights that disinfects the wastewater. I'm involved with sampling twice a week for COVID and other illnesses in the community we test for through the wastewater. Every month we send samples to the government and they give us reports back on what our fecal numbers are and E. coli and our total suspended solids, and all that has to be within an acceptable range, and we are in those ranges. We fish and we swim a lot in this community, and our wastewater is flowing right back directly into that water. So we want to make sure that it's acceptable ranges. There's nothing funky with the wastewater, and if it was, we have to tell the health center and stuff, and then they put out a memo saying, don't go into the water and stuff, but that's never happened. But those are the steps that would happen.
Being on call 24/7, that's a demand on one. You have to be ready to go on a moment's notice. I've been called in at 2 o'clock in the morning to respond to job calls. Sometimes it's simple, sometimes it's more complicated. But I'm here and ready and willing to do the job the right way, with all the due diligence in my power to make it right.
If there's a water break or anything like that, any time of the day, any time of the night, I'm on call. I need to go and make sure that it's resolved.
It doesn't stop, right? The pumps are going all night. They don't shut off at 4 o'clock when we go home. They're running all night. So if a pump shuts off at 2 a.m. in the middle of the night, I get an alarm. I need to go down there right then.
Before I started, I didn't really think about the water. I knew it was important. Everyone knows it's important, but it's not something I really thought of. And now that I work in it, I realize how important it is and how people don't think about it, but it's important and someone needs to take care of it.
I feel the role that I have as a wastewater operator is very important in the community. It's a little, I would say a little underappreciated a little bit, just because we work behind the shadows. Nobody really cares about what happens to wastewater, right? It's not a huge thing people think about every day.
If a person really wants to work in the water industry, it would take someone who has a desire to want to work in this kind of work and really care about community and people, because that's really what you're doing. You're taking care of people in a way that's kind of out of mind, out of sight. Nobody really sees this aspect of life, but it's relevant and it's important, and it builds a quality of life that everybody needs and takes for granted sometimes.
Being an operator means being an integral part of the community. Someone who maybe is not looked at as an integral part of the community, but the operators know that without them, water's not getting treated, wastewater's not getting treated, and people aren't going to be happy if there's no operators doing their jobs. So I know we are important, so it gives me peace of mind.
It's not only looking for water, it's taking care of the community kind of thing. Like, we watch over every little thing that we can.
I guess I've always been looking for a way to help my community, and this is a way that I feel like I'm actually helping the community with like something real. I love my job. I like all of it.
You're giving life back to people. How many jobs can say you're giving life back to people?